we feel very proud of. All the organizations, faith groups, businesses, trade unions came together to say we need to work together to leave this horrible policy. At the focus, at the center of everything that we do, is the voices of people seeking asylum, people who are going through the asylum system. And this is essential because they know better than us what they are going through. And we saw with Joseph and we saw with many other countries. We are working not for you, but with you as equal to fight together. Today I would like to invite another country, Victoria, who after going through the asylum system, she's now working and she's now studying at the university. And we feel very proud of her. But we know also the challenges that she has been facing. Please welcome our country, Victoria.
I wanted to write a speech, but then there's no speech better than my lived experience. I was an asylum seeker, and I used to live at Jasmine Court. And at Jasmine Court, for 3 months, I didn't have my Aspen card, which meant that I didn't have money at all. And for me, I was a bit lucky because I had a place where I volunteered that were giving me bus pass. And it felt really sad because as a woman, I wasn't able to afford basic toiletries, things I needed. And at Jasmine Court, when you miss food, when you miss dinner at 5 o'clock, you have to wait for the next day to be able to eat. And that was, I think it was very hard because nobody should be subjected to that because food is important, is a necessity as a human being. But then that's what so many of us faced when we were seeking asylum. I'm very lucky to have gotten to where I am today, and I'm so grateful because my experiences as an asylum seeker has brought me thus far. And I hope I'm speaking for everybody seeking asylum based on their sexuality, that nobody chooses to be put in a space with homophobic people. If you were allowed to work, if you were allowed the basic right as a human being to go out every day and fend for yourself, the government claims that they spend a lot of money putting asylum seekers in the hostels. Meanwhile, asylum seekers only get £8. And as an asylum seeker, you use £5.90. That's £2 left. So there's no money left at all for you. And then when you get to shared accommodation, you're given £50 per week, £49 actually, and that does nothing to help an asylum seeker. But then people think that asylum seekers get a lot of money, and that's the misconception that people have, and it's really sad. But if people were allowed to work, if the ban was lifted, then people would be able to fend for themselves and be able to achieve things and be able to afford basic necessities as human beings. Thank you.